Welcome to Finding Monster Right, the show about finding monsters, right?
Right. Not just any monster.
No.
I feel like I say that every week.
It isn't just any monster, it's a specific monster every week, so that's fair.
Yeah, well, and this monster might be found underneath a bridge or near some other types of stone.
I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors. Oh, no, already crying. It's Trolls, but like, Bridge Trolls, not the Trolls movie. So I don't know why I started singing that, except maybe I just feel like I needed to cry this week. Okay, please take us away, Adam.
I was gonna sing a different song, actually. Bridge Trolls, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, Bridge Trolls, Bridge Trolls, Bridge Trolls.
I don't know this song.
Alright, it's, the episode's called Riddle Management, Blue Collar Bridge Trolls.
Yeah, Riddle Management, Blue Collar Bridge Trolls, and the conceit of this episode that Adam pitched a while ago, like this was pitched around the same time as the Phoenix episode, but Bridge Trolls are public servants, and I'm interested to know about this. So please offer up a hot take.
First, I want to get a little troll context here. So, talking about, what a troll is, surely.
Yeah, it's like...
well, let me put it this way. The Old Norse noun for troll could mean a couple different things.
Mm-hmm.
It could mean a fiend, a demon, a werewolf, or a jotun.
A Jotun.
Yes.
We learned about those. Yep. We learned about those in our Grendel's Mother episode.
Yes, Grendel could be considered a troll by some definitions.
Yeah. I hate that because... Well, okay, let's not get into the entire old episode.
I like the... That's real bad podcasting. Just, I hate that. Empty silence.
Okay, that's my fault. That's...
No, I found it funny that they just put... A troll just means everything under the sun. It means weird other race that's nearby.
Well, it's another vague monster, like elf, or like goblin, or dwarf. Like the Rumpelstiltskin. Yeah. Rumpelstiltskin's probably a troll, and elves are probably a troll, and everything is the same as each other.
Yep. They're, if there's any distinction whatsoever, it's about them being kind of found in caves, rocky areas, mountains, as well as having an aversion to sunlight and lightning.
And they're usually pretty ugly?
Yes, they are unsightly. Have a big bulbous nose and long hair.
And they're definitely not Christian.
Yes. They're so ugly because they spurn Jesus and his teachings.
I'm okay. Remember earlier when I said that I hated that Grendel counted as a troll because we both want to fuck Grendel's mom?
Mm-hmm.
So apparently I also count as a troll, and that sucks even more. I hate that much more. Like, we started January, sorry, blasphemy, by saying that my atheism made me a mermaid, and now my atheism is making me a troll. And that's, like, honestly, name a bigger downgrade, I'll wait.
Yeah, they're not really. But, they have a society.
And that's good.
Yeah. They hang out with each other. They've got family dynamics.
Mm-hmm.
And the main troll in folklore comes from the originator story called Three Billy Goats Gruff. So this is a classic fairy tale in Norwegian folklore. And I love the call out on Wikipedia that it has an "eat me when I'm fatter" plot, and it references the Arn Thompson types of like fairy tales.
Eat you when I'm fatter plot is
we know we know two different like designations so far like throughout our show. One's eat me when I'm fatter, and the other one's the Smith and the Devil. So these can be vastly different.
That's so... How do I get the devil to eat me when I'm fatter?
Well, are you like tricking him? You're...
Sure.
Okay,
okay,
hear me out.
All right.
Yeah, hear me out. Hansel and Gretel. But you are the old lady.
All right.
And the devil is Hansel and Gretel.
Oh.
You're also the house.
Hmm.
No, wait, no, you're not the house. The house is like pictures of you, but they're candy.
Pictures of me, but they're candy. All right.
Yeah, hug on the wall for the devil to eat. And because you're basically getting him fat and ready to eat you.
Okay, yes, this is a plan. We're gonna do it, guys. 2021. This is my year.
I don't know why we developed that plan. Why did we develop that plan? Perhaps we'll die. The other Arn Thompson Uther index. Wow. We need a catchy way of calling that out.
Okay.
Story that we did was the name of the supernatural helper, a la Rumpelstiltskin. Ah,
yes. What is the name of this? Sorry, spell it or sound it out or something.
Aarne. Thompson with an H.
There we go.
Uther.
It came out when I typed Arn.
No one's doing that.
ATU index.
Yeah.
Okay,
I just find it crazy that there is an index of, like, someone did the science behind folklore and says, all right, human beings only know 12 stories.
Honestly, yeah, I remember reading a story about in grade school or something about like this Japanese story about this fisherman or something that went to this palace under the sea and hung out for 3 days, and he came back and he opened a box and it was 300 years later. Then I found out the exact same story is also in Irish mythology.
Yeah, there's I know there's also I believe a Chinese folklore story that is like shot for shot Cinderella. Yeah, so I see the I suppose if I got a degree in folklore study, this would be the type of thing I did.
Oh yeah, no, like I have very strong opinions about where turtles fall within the reptile class, so I can understand, I can empathize.
I just need to know what the numbers mean. I need to learn the numbers that they used.
Look, they told us that they were anapsids for the longest time, and then they weren't, and like, what is this?
Okay, so the Eat Me When I'm Fatter story. Do you know the tale of Three Billy Goats Gruff?
Should we explain an Eat Me When I'm Fatter story?
I think it's. I think let's use this tale to as an example. Hey, there's 3 goats, right?
Okay, let me just picture that really quick.
They're all dudes.
Oh god. I just pictured 3 goats with dicks, and it's not great. It's really bad.
Didn't you work at a petting zoo?
Yeah, but like,
don't you have a better first image for goats?
Yeah, but then you said they were all dudes, and I was like, okay, how do I make that clear in my mind?
Oh yeah, their last name is.
Adam, when I need to make an animal a girl in my head, I put a little pink bow on it. When it's a dude, it's just the regular animal because of the patriarchy. Okay, that's how it goes. So, all right, they have little bow ties. Go ahead. That's adorable. Okay, I fixed it.
Okay, so their last name is Gruff, which is, and sometimes they're like a youngster, his father and his grandfather. So, which makes me think that the father's name is actually Buff,
like Buff, Gruff, and
Mad Dog Gruff. Okay, so
that was like 3 degrees away from a Back to the Future reference.
So they ate all the grass. Okay,
as goats do.
Yeah, they fit. Their meadow is picked clean. Ain't a blade there. And they're like, hey, there's another great meadow next door on the other side of the river. Let's go over there. So they're heading over, and they gotta cross the bridge. As they do, goats can't swim. Fact check.
I'm pretty sure they can,
Okay,
but
great.
I'm not sure. Let me just Google that really quick.
Maybe it's like the Mississippi River. Maybe it's like a big river.
All right, I've Googled goat swimming, real truth for real Americans. All right. Okay, so I'm getting a article from the New York Times that says pig rescues goat, and the video is really cute, but totally ... I don't want to deal with that paywall, so it's totally something.
All right, so that one way or another, they're taking the scenic route, the bridge today. But unfortunately, underneath this bridge lives a fearsome and hideous troll.
Oh no! Now here's a question: do you think maybe it lives under the bridge because it's dark there?
Yes, I think it's dark and it's stony.
Yeah.
Two, like, things that trolls love.
And there's water, so that's basically a cave.
Yeah, basically.
A cave forms for some reason that has to do with water, and I'm not really sure. Geology is one of my weak points, but yeah, I think under a bridge counts as a cave legally.
So the troll is so territorial that he'll eat anyone who tries to cross the bridge.
Mm-hmm. As would I.
Yeah, I think this is a very easy story to get on the troll side. So the smallest billy goat, I assume Gruff, the youngest, tries to cross, and he's threatened by the troll, who pops out, and he's like, I'm gonna gobble you up. But the little goat says, hang on, you know what, my either father, big brother, big brother's coming. No, my larger relative goat is on his way. Because he's a bigger guy, you should eat him instead. You don't want to fill up on little old me. And the greedy troll's like, well, I don't have like a cooler or anything like that. So you're right. I can't like start two goats. Yeah. I don't have I don't have any salt on me. Yeah. It makes perfect sense. I can't preserve you. So, okay. Yeah. Good plan. So the second goat comes, Buff, and he's all like, he's a little more, even more cautious than the other goats. He's stopped by the troll, who gives the same threat, and the second goat's like, hey, look, okay, I know I look big, but my dad's coming, and like he's like what, like huge. So you don't eat me, eat my dad.
Yep.
Yep, and
I would be completely sold by this. I would be an awful troll.
You're actually a perfect troll because you agree with him entirely. He's like, yeah, it sounds good to me. Let's do it. And then the third goat rolls up. Buford Mad Goat Tannen. And he's all...
I'm sorry, what's that a reference to?
That's a Back to the Future reference.
I am not familiar.
Okay. So... Big Goat rolls around.
You just got trolled.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh, I got biffed and trolled at the same time.
You got biffed and trolled and tribbled and trobbed.
Oh man, careful there! You almost made a new fairy tale.
You got ziffed and zold and zibbled and zoved. That's just the same line again, but with Z's.
Yeah, I know. You just Rumpelstiltskin me. Now I'm going to turn to a third goat.
Oh, jeez.
All right, so the third goat, the troll's like, man, I'm going to eat you. Finally, I'm so hungry. I am so hungry I could eat 3 goats. But now there's one, and he's huge, so I'm going to eat you. I apologize. And the third goat says, all right, bring it. The troll jumps up high, and the big Billy Goat Gruff knocks him off the bridge with his horns. The troll falls into the stream and is carried away by the current. He never goes back to the bridge. The 3 goats can eat across the bridge. The end, happily ever after.
I could have sworn that story had a better ending.
It does not. No.
Huh.
So yeah, that's how it goes. It's so the first goat could have just rolled up, right?
The moral of the story is let your grandpa fight your battles for you.
Yeah. the grandpa goat could have just gone first. And it's still the full, like, all the actions have taken place. He's like, I'm gonna eat you, prove it, and he, like, knocks him off.
Yeah, that's... I'm trying to think about what breed this goat is, and I remember a Scandinavian goat breed that I used to work with at the petting zoo, which was very big and followed all of only its own rules. I think it might be a Danish landrace goat.
Mm.
It is a dairy goat.
Ooh.
Made for
milk.
For milking, and that's just what it'll do.
So, I guess I was gonna get to the moral of the story.
Wait, hold on, I was wrong. It was a Saanen goat. Saanen. I don't want my goat facts to be wrong. It is also a highly productive dairy goat, and is distributed in more than 80 countries worldwide. Adam, what countries do you think use the Saanen?
Georgia.
That might be true. It doesn't say.
So, that's what the Eat Me When I'm Fatter story is. Is that, oh, hang on, don't eat me because, and you fill in the blanks. Usually it's, like, oh, hang on, I'm not fat enough. And then you get so fat that you fall through the floors of a tower. and bounce to safety.
That story rules.
Yeah, nice going. They didn't have anything like that in Norway.
That is a story that I would tell a kid, absolutely. They would love that. This other story about, like, my grandpa is so big, like, that's not a story.
Yeah, I agree with you. So, from this kind of, or this tradition, it got looped in with, I want to say, like, I was trying to find the source on this, but, I'm pretty positive it's just Monty Python. The concept of, there is a bridge, and in order to cross it, you need to either answer 3 questions or riddles.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
is that from...
I was flipping through all my research, and, like, the answer me these questions 3. That's a line from Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Well, I mean, there's, like, the Sphinx thing before them, but that's obviously not the same thing. But trolls didn't ask riddles until Monty Python? Well, even that wasn't a troll, right? It was
right.
Just like
it's like a Mandela effect thing. It's like, surely there's a... as far as my research goes, I could have sworn there was a story about trolls asking riddles, specifically. And it's very classic, right? I couldn't find it myself. That's all I'm saying.
It's like that thing of, like, alligators in a moat surrounding a castle. Like, that thing that's so classic, but, like, where's that from? What's that about?
Yeah, that's, it's this, omni-myth, apparently, about, trolls, giving riddles and stuff like that.
I can see the connection of, like, the Sphinx to, like, occultism, to magic, to the Tim the Enchanter character who is guarding a bridge. Guarding the bridge is, like, a thing that a troll does. So, like, I'm kind of seeing how the dots get connected here.
Yeah, I also get the... basically, the goats had to outsmart the troll. And when you're presented riddles, you outsmart the riddle giver. Mm-hmm. Like, be it a Sphinx or or the Riddler.
Be it a Sphinx or Jim Carrey.
Yes. So the other...
I'm gonna add Sphinx episode to the list. That's happening.
I think... I would like to talk a little bit about why this troll is so territorial about his bridge. Because I think this is this is a very easy folklore to get on the troll side of, right?
Yeah, it's like that thing that we talked about in, like, nature documentaries where, like, you want the prey animal to die depending on whether or not it's named or the predator is named. Yeah,
right. It's like, literally, all he wants to do is the same thing that the goats want to do, which is eat.
Yeah.
He's a predator. They're prey, and that's their relationship.
What they don't tell you is when the Billy Goat's Gruff came over to the other side of the bridge, they found that it was almost as barren as they had found it. And there was one grass blade who said, "Oh no, Don't eat me. If you go just a little bit down, there's a much fatter grass blade.
That's an awesome ending.
And it's just like Rod Sterling comes out, 3 billy goats grow up. About to get their ass kicked by a grandpa grass blade in the Twilight Zone.
Picture, if you will, a field untouched by goat kind. Yeah, that's real good stuff.
And then, like, the grass blade is just, like, absorbing photons, and there's, like, a little baby photon that's like, whoa, my big brother is much more luminous than me.
Yeah, you can just do this all the way up and all the way down.
All the way up and down the trophic levels. The food chain.
The troll says to the river, it's like, hey man, I got a brother on the bridge down the street.
The river flows into the ocean, and the ocean is just like, oh man, the Pacific is much fatter than me. Ho ho ho. The ocean is Santa.
Yeah, you can just keep going. So from that angle, he's totally fine. If the troll wasn't in the business of eating these farm animals, so I mean, he's I don't think he's any worse than you or I. The only it's just anthropomorphic creatures was his downfall.
My parents and I ordered some food out. And I ordered a pulled pork sandwich, and my mom and dad went to go pick up the food from the place, go and get out. And she was like, they only have pulled chicken, is that okay? And I was like, as long as somebody tore a farm animal apart at some point, I'm fine.
Yeah, as long as the farm animals turned to, like, shreds.
Yeah, just like old MacDonald had a paper shredder, E-I-E-I-O. That's what I'm looking for in my dinner tonight.
Right. So they, from the other aspect of, there are a lot of different reasons why someone is preventing someone else from crossing a bridge. Maybe. Hear me out. Okay? Hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
Bane took over the city.
Bane!
Yeah.
Okay.
Bane took over the city.
Oh.
The whole like 800-acre woods here. And this story takes place in.
The streets of the woods will run red with the blood of the corrupted.
And he's going to detonate a bomb if anyone tries to leave over the bridge. That was the first bridge that came to me in fiction.
Wow.
Yeah, the Dark Knight Rises bridge. So, I guess what I'm saying is, there's lots of reasons to not cross a bridge. I'm going to give you some better ones. I think that the troll, a stonesmith in his own rights,
mm-hmm.
with stone affinity, kind of like a dwarf in D&D.
Oh yeah.
Probably built that stone bridge.
You think so?
Either that or it's like a family, like heirloom that's been passed down. Not heirloom, that's an object. A family heritage spot.
Estate?
Estates, yeah. Estate.
An estate, a heritage spot, as it's known.
I think that's a dictionary definition.
It's a heritage spot. It's a put on. Oh, sorry, that was a nothing.
So he, I think that he has some clear ownership over this bridge. It's his territory. It's his property, and I think I don't know about the Norway laws, but I think that he has a right to tell people that they can't cross.
Are there laws in Norway? Real Americans want to know. Google. Moving to Norway, the ultimate relocation guide. Okay, I'm gonna save this for later, sorry.
For some reason, I wrote a lot of these. So, okay. Maybe the troll has encountered a vampire in the past.
Oh, dip.
That's why he set up shop next to running water. And the only way across is via... the bridge will not break the vampire oath to not cross water.
Now, the trolls and the vampires, they share a common weakness in the form of sunlight.
Correct. So they, I think it makes sense that they're natural enemies. They have the same time of day that they're out at.
They're competing with one another.
Yeah, so I can find so many reasons why this troll is in the right.
Honestly, having worked with goats, that's what we've established.
Yes.
They are they don't deserve any rights. They truly and rightfully do not.
Yeah, no, they're absolute. They ate all their grass. It grows back.
Yeah.
These are some gluttonous goats.
They were not smart about managing their food supplies, and like, you know, you could make a grasshopper and the ants story about this, like a troll and the goats.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they destroyed the food supply. Like I said, it'll grow back. They can just wait, but these three billy goats glut can't help themselves. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Now it's finished.
So yeah, they use this guy's property. Not only that, they kill him.
Yeah, he built the bridge. He's allowed to collect a troll toll if he wants, in the form of a blood sacrifice, or maybe just money. I don't know.
Yeah, it's his property.
Yeah.
And yeah, the biggest extreme I could think of this scenario is that this is a bridge run by that controlled by the state. All he's doing is his job.
This is a bridge controlled by the state, who is probably the king of Norway.
Yeah, I guess the king of Norway. Unless there's some kind of like Moonraiser. There is a troll.
Moonraiser. Oh, is there a troll king?
Oh,
is it Justin Timberlake?
I'm sure you're going to get at least like 5 Amazon ebook hits for Troll King.
All right, let me just Google Troll King and Elder Scrolls. Ooh, Troll King. Wait, isn't there like a Troll of the Mountain King? Isn't that something?
Toll the hang on.
Hall of the Mountain King.
That's apt.
That's right. For the theme music of a podcast was Troll of the Mountain Swing. And it was the McElroy brothers will be in Trolls 2, which they were.
I recall that, yes.
Yeah.
Hang on a second. You stumbled across something accidentally.
That we could be in Trolls 3.
In the Hall of the Mountain King, it is first of all a Norwegian anthem. The English translation of the name is not literal. Dovre is a mountainous region in Norway, and Gubble translates into old man or husband.
What's the difference? Am I right? High five, ladies. What does that mean? All right.
And get this, Gubble is not Gubble, Gub, no L, is used alongside with its female counterparts. I should really screen these at a time. But this is a discovery, so I will discover the pronunciation. Okay,
so I Dovregubens Hall is the translation of In the Hall of the Mountain King. It was composed by Edvard Grieg in 1875 as incidental music. Grieg himself wrote, "For the Hall of the Mountain King, I have written something that so reeks of cowpats, ultra-Norwegianism, and to thyself be enoughness that I can't bear to hear it, though I hope that the irony will make itself felt." Ultra-Norwegianism. I mean, that means some weird nationalist thing, but also it sounds like something like a robot that runs on, like, I don't know, healthcare.
So, as it goes, Dovregubben is literally a troll king in this story. Yes, no, we stumbled into it.
Oh, wow.
We connected the dots, and there was a troll king out there. And when he walks around, you hear the little...
Dovregubens is the name of the Mountain King, who is the Troll King.
All right.
So we have a king.
Oh, have we ever done a king before? Besides King Kong.
I think not, unless you count, of course, Slender Man.
We've done a queen before, the Xenomorph.
That's true. We did that. Sauron wasn't really
a pharaoh.
Pharaoh, yeah, that's kind of like a king.
Okay, let's stop. let's get back into things here.
Yeah.
I'd like to play a little game with you called Monster Rehab.
Oh, all right.
Where we take this poor little bridge troll and sort him into real life, and I would like to take out the obvious answer of being a troll keeper.
What is a troll keeper?
A toll boy.
A toll attendant.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. Toll roads are dumb. I've always hated them. I'm like, just tax me.
Living next to Philadelphia, it's the funny thing of when you leave and there's no toll, but when you come back, they charge you.
Yeah.
You ever go to New Jersey? So yeah, I also I think that's getting more and more automated as the years go on. So maybe he did have that job, but now he has to find a new position.
All right. So what would a good troll job be?
So he can't swim.
Probably can't swim.
And he wants to eat goat.
Well, okay, we can't make him like a goat farmer.
No.
Because like the goats would trick him.
Oh, either the goats will trick him or he'll eat all his livestock.
We would enter either he would just run out of food and then have to cross a bridge, or he would, and then we're just back at the beginning again, or we have like a DEFCON 3 chicken run scenario of the goats just absolutely destroying this lad.
Yeah, I do not think he would fare up very well. So, all right, let's see. Different occupations where you collect things. Oh, what about a bouncer? Well, okay.
Oh, wait, that's really good.
Thank you. The one flaw with it is that he's kind of a little incompetent. So I don't think he'd be very good at like spotting fakes.
Here's the thing: could we get him to switch to riddles?
Okay.
Can we maybe get him to pick up the riddle thing? Because like, that's something everybody associates with him anyway.
Yeah, no, I think he'd be into it. That's why it stuck so well.
Is there a riddle you can only solve if you're over 21?
Yeah. I don't know. Who's the guy that warns you that you shouldn't drink on every bottle?
Surgeon General.
Oh, you good. You answered the riddle. Good, come on in.
I don't know if that works. I think. Okay. Is there like a riddle on whom the correct answer relies on you not getting TikTok? Because I think that might be it.
Could be the year. Oh well, we're like in the aughts now, right? Mm-hmm. For it cost over 21-year-olds are born in the year 2000.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have to like, is Will Smith funny or not?
Oh yeah. That's a good one.
That's pretty.
If they say no, and like they're not old enough to drink. Okay, yes. Riddles are more complicated than just questions, right?
Right. I guess I'm in the Monty Python Questions 3 venue. And it's very hard to improv a riddle, not gonna lie.
Yeah, okay, so like, 3 hills upon which sat 3 men so very fat. One
the problem is that
one had the sun upon his brow, the other 2 the moon, both of them somehow. What am I?
No clue.
Come on, nope, you can figure this out. This is a solvable riddle. I definitely didn't build this from the bottom up.
There's 3 of them, right?
Yeah.
Is it those damn goats?
No, it's not the goats.
Bro, there's one sun. The sun's on only one of them.
Mm-hmm.
The moon's on 2 others.
Upon the brow. Yeah.
Upon the brow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was not listening.
It's the 3 branches of government. The legislative, the judicial, and the executive. where it's another Monty Python reference.
All right, I guess I have to come up with a riddle now.
That makes sense somehow. Like, the sun is, I think, the executive branch? I'm not sure.
Okay. All right, let me get one here. All right, all right. I'm trying to think. The problem is, okay, a riddle. You can't describe something. You have to start with it. You have to do an analogy.
Yeah, just go with like a fugue state.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
A bird sits on a tree.
They do that.
The bird is a teenage girl.
That's
the tree is an orange 90s television station.
Mm-hmm.
The bird turns into fluid. What am I?
Alex Mack.
Yeah.
All right.
Now, that is an over 21 reference to.
Okay. Yes. Yes, and you know what's frustrating is it's not a very good riddle, but it would absolutely thwart them.
There you go. I accomplished my goal.
There we go. Okay, now we need a third one, and then we can set up this troll as a bouncer.
Alright, you do the first half, I'll do the second half.
Okay. So, rocks, wood, steel, and ice. Before there were guns, we only played nice.
Sugar, spice, chemical X. These are the ingredients made to create the perfect little girls.
What are they? It's just 90s tree. Only 90s kids will get this. We'll get past this troll. Oh wait, there's another good 90s question. What is trolling? And, like, all the millennials will be like, it's like when you pretend not to know something and, like, you take somebody for a ride, you know, for, like, a funny joke. And all the Zoomers will be like, it's like when you dox a feminist.
Yeah. Alright, so yes, I suppose you can 90s reference your way through about... I think that troll will make an excellent bouncer.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's big and intimidating, and he knows how to ask the right questions. So, alright, that's good. Prevents passage, awesome.
Yeah. All right. You know, I've got another question.
Yes.
Do you think this troll is a therapist, a therapy animal, or needs therapy?
That's a good one. So he was either it was his home or it was like his job, and he was like bullied and like outsmarted. So it feels like he definitely could use some therapy. Yeah, he's not as cuddly as for a therapy animal, and I don't think he can give any good advice. Other than like in like a what do you call it? One of those like Alcoholics Anonymous, like circle therapy.
What if he gets a therapy animal as part of his therapy, and it's one of the Billy Goat Scruff, who has conned his way into being the cushy job of being a therapy animal, and he's like, oh no, not this guy.
Yeah, and he keeps like gaslighting him. He's like, no, I'm pretty sure that was really stupid of you. Why didn't you just eat all of them?
What a terrible therapy animal. I can't believe my therapy goat is gaslighting me.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't that goat. I've never been that goat.
Alright, do we have any more bridges to cross when it comes to the bridge troll?
I think I've got one more.
Okay.
And that's the Squatchalorette.
Oh, man. I
don't
know about this one, Chief.
Squatchalorette, the kind you find in a second-hand bridge. All right. So
there's only so many things I know about trolls.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, well, first, please describe the Squatchalorette to our new listeners.
Right. So
and our old.
Yeah, we don't do this every episode. The Squatchalorette is a segment where we matchmake a monster. We decide whether or not the monster gets a rose, a la the Bachelorette.
Yes. So, I think this is a tough sell, even tougher than the Urukai. Because, start with an Urukai, and make them specifically ugly and slow-witted.
Yeah, the Urukai are just like people but different. This is not quite well, okay. So John Lindau says that the only difference between trolls and people is that trolls aren't Christian. And that for me is not a significant difference from myself. Therefore,
you have something in common.
In fact, it also
I don't
says,
know if that's a having something in common. Because it's like saying, oh, hey, we're both not allergic to avocados.
Yeah, that's true. Like, all trolls have a Reddit account that they haven't touched in like 5 years, that they used to post really obnoxious stuff on first the Christian subreddits and then the atheist subreddits when they learned about God not being real.
Oh yeah, like that. You just kind of go through that whole that span of that.
That's the natural life cycle of the atheist.
Yeah. So besides that, I think you might need a couple more talking points. Not to mention, I think the trolls suffer from a condition I would like to call Paul Bunyanism, which is being too big for love.
Aw. Well, that's okay. Well, first off, no such thing. Second off, I don't know. It depends on how big they are because
Too big to form a classic relationship.
some sources say that trolls look much the same as human beings without any particularly hideous appearance about them, but living far away from human habitation and generally having some form of social organization. Oh, okay. Whoops, this is one of those monsters that's just accidentally a racist thing.
Yeah, I was not going to tread near that.
Yeah. Well, there's also trolls that are smaller than people, like half the size or so. There's trolls that are bigger.
Yeah, well, you mentioned like the Trolls movies show a troll, as well as, for example, Frozen has a rock troll that the same thing with all the different fantasy races. They appear in like big, small, and in many different ways. I think, though, generally speaking, trolls are in a kind of I feel bad for them, but not in a I would happily go on a date with one. Maybe it might be a pity date.
Honestly,
I don't think we're gonna have enough in common.
Thinking about it now, I think they might kind of generally be dumb.
Yeah, the only thing that I don't think he's like making up his own riddles. I think he's just hearing them and reciting them.
Oh yeah. Man, I really don't like setting a guy up just to knock him down, but I think in this troll case we gotta.
Well, I think there could be a good future for the trolls. They remind me of like, I don't know, that myself and my peers, like in say 6th and 7th grade, where like I didn't develop my own personality yet. It was a lot of just reference humor.
Oh yeah,
yeah. That
Are
kind
the trolls making the Monty Python references now?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's just that kind of out of a Family Guy mindset that some people don't escape from. But I think
the people that make Family Guy, for example.
Yes. So I think maybe the troll in the new kind of bouncer environment, he might get a little more worldly. So maybe I'll check in with him in a few years. But for now, I do not think he deserves a rose.
Yeah, that's fair. I think that's a little bit of a bummer. Yeah. But yeah, sometimes you gotta.
If it makes it feel any better, he wanted to eat those goats.
That's fine. I also, having worked with goats, I eat goats more now. Like, if I see an option for goats as opposed to other meats, I will go out of my way. Fuck those angry sheep.
Well, on that note, let's take this to the final rating place, where we put the bridge troll to bed.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to give him he's a classic monster, and in like an 1800s folklore sense. And because of how adaptable and different varieties that he's found in, I certainly want to give him a decent score. So I'll give him a 6.5 out of 10.
I like that. It seems like different concepts of trolls are like localized to different areas. Like there's some allopatric speciation happening with this folklore. And it seems like they're pretty consistently like a step below giants, which are a step below gods or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Even the Nissen from our elf episode are kind of considered trolls sometimes. So like we weren't joking that elves are trolls or goblins are such and such and such and such. I don't know what numbers are. Just trolling. Just trolling. Here's my address. No. It's
That's the ultimate burn, just doxing yourself.
I am a feminist. It checks out. Trolls, I'm gonna give a one world tour out of 3. No, out of 2.
All right.
Solid 50%.
Not bad. I didn't realize this till we did the episode, and until we had our wonderful chat here. But boy, oh boy, our trolls like hit a lot of our most recent episodes, which worries me. I'm afraid that we might. I'm like, oh no, we're spiraling. We're seeing ourselves over and over and over again. I think the cure for that is a monster that is unlike anything we've done before.
I think so, but I think it should also be a monster that's a little close to home.
So join us in a wonderful Sylvania.
One of the Sylvanias.
Yes, not the one you're thinking of.
But not the one you think. Number 6, Sylvania will blow your socks. Blow your socks is nothing, right?
You're just a dryer then.
Yeah. Good.
All right, so goodbye, everyone.
Would you want to grow up here? I have to. I'm the co-host. I was just another average kid until my first day of junior high. One minute I'm walking home, the next was a crash, and I'm drenched in some weird chemical. And since then, nothing's been the same. My best friend Adam thinks it's cool, and my sister thinks I'm a science project. I can't let anyone else find out, not even my parents. I know the chemical plant wants to find me and turn me into some experiment, but you know something? I guess I'm not so average anymore.
I just realized that Alex Mack and Powerpuff Girls have the same plot.
Stop spilling chemicals on girls. And that's the cutoff.
Yeah, that's a great cut.
That's a good message for the kids to take home, you know?
Oh, I agree.
Now that's feminist.